my babies. How are you? I'm doing well. How are you? Shopping. Look, we gonna get some chicken broth. I just seen this man, right? When I was at this little hood store. And he was like, how tall are you? I said, I'm 6 foot, because I noticed him and his friend was staring. And he was like, 6 what? I said, 6 foot exactly, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's too tall. Oh, really, bitch? So you want to build a bear? You want to build a bitch? Because last I motherfucking checked how it was given 6 foot exactly. Pussy asshole. Those ain't got no collard greens. I only see turkey flavor. Bitch, I don't want no turkey flavor. Let's get the fuck about this bitch so we can go home and cook our meal, bitch. My day was good. I was sleeping all motherfucking day. My sleep schedule got readjusted once again. So we finna go home and we gonna cook. I'm looking a mess, so don't judge me. You too. Girl, if my mama knew that I was driving at nighttime, going to Myers and shit to get groceries, she would have a fit. Cause my mama be like, girl, you is a woman. Woman, don't be shopping at nighttime by yourself. It's too dangerous out here. There's too many sex trafficking going on. And I be like, Mom, I'm good. Like, I'll be good. Like, I ain't worried about these pussy ass hoes. But she had a point because I am a woman. And, you know, I'm evolving as a woman, as a transgender woman. So it makes perfect sense. Hi, my babies. How are you? It's your girl, Hazel. You guys just saw me in a grocery store. So I want to tell y'all this story. And we're going to talk about a few things. So when this guy hit me up, his exact words to start the conversation off was like, can you fuck me in my ass with panties on? And I'm like, well, to be honest, that's not going to turn me on if I was to top you. So, you know, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. You know, as far as like paying for my services. So he was like, okay, can you teach me how to be trans though? And I'm like, sweetie, you cannot learn how to be trans. Either you're trans or you're not. You already know I did not take that shit serious, like at all. Because I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Like, what do you mean? Do you think that we play around with transition? Like, oh, let me choose to be trans, or let me choose to be this or that. It doesn't work that way. Either you're born trans or you're not. Some people realize they're trans later on in life, but this is something that you feel from when you were a child or whatever. So he was like, I always felt like a bitch. I'm like, okay. And he just like explaining to me. I can't remember word for word. I can never remember everything word for word, so I put it in my own way. So he just continuing on, like writing me text messages telling me why do he feel like he's trans, because I'm denying the shit. I'm like, no, sweetie, I think you a gay male. You a gay motherfucking male. You can feel, like you gotta be free and switching hands on your hips and shit. That don't mean you a woman. That shit don't make you a woman. So he was like, you know what, can I call you? I'm like, yes, you may. He was like, I'm so sorry to bother you with this or whatever. I really don't have no one to talk to or to help me out. He said he was married with kids. I'm like, yikes. So he was like, I don't have no one to talk to in this about this at all. I never talked to anyone about this. He attempted to try other trans girls through they ad. I'm like, no, they not gonna take you serious. Definitely coming at them that way. Some men say shit like that, but it be a fantasy. It's all a fetish and a fantasy at the end of the day. Why do you feel like you transgender? Like, how do you know? And he just going really into depth about it. He was like, I know because I feel it in my spirit. A woman, I feel like a bitch. I want to be a woman. I want to live in my truth. I'm like, okay, because that's what I do. I help people out. Like, if someone have a trans spirit and they need to find their way, I would help you out regardless of your background. So my guard is down a little bit now, and because he started crying on the phone, y'all. He started bawling his motherfucking eyes out. He's like, I have no one to talk to. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Like, I'm like, oh, baby, it'll be okay. He was like, please, can you help me? He was like, serious. He was like, please, can you help me? Like, if I decide to do this, will you be my support? I said, for one, you gotta have your own backbone. You gotta do this shit for yourself. But support is well needed, of course, and good. So I'm like, if you're really serious, yes. But then also, he was starting to bring up some sexual stuff. Like, okay, can I video chat you? Because so I can show you these panties, and can you really tell me if my ass is fat? Can you tell me if my ass is fat? Because he kept on saying, oh my God, I love you, Hazel. Like, he felt my spirit as a good person I am. Was like, oh my God, I love you, Hazel. I'm the type that would fall in love with you. Now, being trans has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. So I was giving him the benefit of the doubt on that. I'm like, no, sweetie, I'm not. This is not what this is about. You come to me for help, right? About living your truth and being a woman. Never experienced any sexual anything with a man or a male. He don't know how to suck dick or get fucked. I said, that's nothing you get taught how to do. That's something you experience when you going. That's an experience you have. Nobody don't teach you that. You don't need to learn how to do it to do it. If you want to do it, go and do it. But anyway, we had video chatted. When I seen his face, it was giving 100% alpha male trade, big thick ass beard. Before we video chatted, I'm like, do you have a trans spirit about you? Like, do you have any feminine qualities about you. I got a lot of feminine traits to me. So I'm like, okay, because I heard his voice or whatever, but the voice, we can't go by that bitch. So when I video chatted him, not that I expected him to be like super feminine, like like a gay male or anything like that, because he say he living a straight male lifestyle. But when I saw him, he had on a black hoodie, big ass black hoodie. He was a light skinned man. He was fine. He definitely was fine. He was giving me hood trade. Big, thick ass beard. Big. And just his look, like he'd been in prison for a long motherfucking time. And he did say he was in prison. So anyway, he turned around. He did one of them that little fake ass shit that the trade be doing when they trying to do something on the low and they don't want you to to screenshot their face or something, so they'll look at the camera and then they'll turn it away or whatever. He was doing that, and I'm like, okay, why you playing games like that? You talking about you ready to live your truth as a woman and come out. You wanted to move back to Michigan and you was gonna leave your whole life behind to start over. And I'm like, well, you can't run from it. You gotta handle that shit right then and there. But he had turned around, showed me that hairy ass, hairy as fuck. He bent over, spread his ass cheeks, was basically trying to ask me if I can teach him how to finger it. Sweetie, I'm not dumb. You're not going to have me demonstrate anything to get your motherfucking ass off. You bitches think you slick, but you're really not. And I'm not Boo the fool. So I told him, I said, nothing sexual. You supposed to be showing me about these panties of yours. Oh, cause the whole thing about the panties was, okay, can you teach me how to dress or whatever? And I'm like, baby, just try on stuff and you'll get your size. He wanted to ask me if the panties he had on was the right size for him. He trying to show me his dick, ass, and all of that. And I'm like, ain't this supposed to be about the panties? Like, we supposed to see if the panties is the right size for you. Do it fit? No, that shit don't fit. You took the panties off and you showed all of your cleavage, all your manhood down there. I don't want to see that. So is this about me getting you off, or is this about me teaching you? After we got off the phone, the video chat, it turned into just nothing but sexual stuff. Like, can you teach me how to finger my ass? And I'm not going to teach you how to be a woman, and you bringing all this sexual freak ass shit in the mix. It doesn't mix together. I said, do you know getting fucked and sucked and anything sex wise has nothing to do with being a woman? He was like, yeah, I know, but I just want to learn for just to have the experience or whatever. I said, well, I can't teach you that. If you want to be a woman, from the little experience that I do have for where I'm at in my transition, I can help lead you into the way and be a support for you. Even if I don't know you, I can be a support for you. If you're really serious, hell yeah. I said, if you bring up anything sexual to me one more time, I'm just gonna block you without notice. You want to be a woman, but you're not acting the part, not even demonstrating to me that you want to be a woman. It's just me and you. You had enough courage to come to me about it. So let your guard down and show me this woman that you're trying to be. He subscribed to my YouTube, so he's watching. He's probably watching right now. And that's good, because I want you to see this so we can educate you.